It's been 9 years since the last release of a game of the Pokemon Kaizo series. Finally, we get to play the newest entry. We're hardcore Nuzlocking. We have no idea what fights look like that we haven't fought yet. Welcome to Platinum Kaizo. Let's play Pokemon. Let's play some Latinum Kaizo. We're -1 encounter because we got roared by Onyx, and then I lost Love Disc for 0 on Rourke, which meant I had to trade my Rat. I've got a lot of poison types. Probably add another with Nido because I'm not confident in anyone's ability to counter Nido Queen really. Shift Tree doesn't really do it, so I might as well just delay it for Seed Bomb. Dunsparce has been a fantastic encounter, man. This Pokemon is really good. We're in Floroma Town. We have beaten Pluto. We gotta do the Mars Moons now. Okay, let's slow down for this fight. It's a short stream anyway. We might as well just lock in on every fight. No need to rush things. Using my one pre-sleep before the forest here because I just don't want the Smeargle to put me to sleep. Smeargle has Traced Sniper. That shouldn't matter. Doesn't have attacking moves. We Brick Break the Smeargle. We Assurance the Mizzy. That's not quite a kill, unfortunately. We will break that Reflect with Brick Break. Icy Wind is clicked. It's a little bit unfortunate that Mizzy survives there. The Fearow doesn't have good attack IV, which I think actually probably really matters for gym trainers. In Gardenia's gym. Bagon in. I think I have to switch Fearow out. I think we kind of mid-ground to Dunsparce here. There's Rock Climb. He's locked in now. He's Choice Scarf. Okay, completely fine. Honest Wind hits me. It should be okay. Yeah, we're completely fine. Okay, very stable position from here. Let's try to do as much XP management on Azu as we can. Azu is speed dropped and will... Actually, it doesn't even naturally outspeed this Houndour. Jelly Pop on the other end does naturally outspeed this Houndour. I think we can probably just one-shot this. Pursuit is a move that could be clicked by Houndour here, and I think Pursuit crit boosted is the only way that Azu dies this turn. The issue is I would really like to switch it out for XP management. Houndour is just likely to Pursuit here because it's turn 1 and Pursuit gets boosted there, so I think we just gotta attack and just slam into the Bagon. I mean, might as well target the Houndour in case it does survive. I don't think it will though. Dunsparce is kind of crazy with it. Secret Power is more damage than Dig here. With your D&D character, it's a human sorcerer by the name of Elijah Evans, inspired by the main character in The Death of Ivan Ilyich from Tolstoy. He's a middle-aged bureaucrat who's never done anything remotely interesting in his life and just kind of hates his life, and then gets thrust into an adventure where he gets chosen by the gods to have new powers. It's a really cool campaign. Check out the Save or Die YouTube channel. The campaign is called Floating Fortress. Don't confuse me. Nice. Just Golbat left. Azu took way too much XP here. Okay, standard opening on this next fight. I think this should just be free, right? Ariados is like perfect here. Oh, f I didn't equip my Persms. Shit. Okay, we have an actual fight. Good luck. Just want to see no Confuse Ray. This is a high attack Magby. He might be able to do a lot anyway. That's a high speed Ariados. I think we're probably going to be fine. Okay, here we go. +1 Persm. Umbreon first is probably just good for us. Maybe. Just hit through Confusion here. Can't switch because we're getting Pursuit trapped now. Come on. Nice. It's Lonely Magby, yeah. Oh my god. Vindaloo wants it today, man. Magby is so good on this split, bro. W snap out. The Ariados has a Quick Claw, so I don't want to attack into it. Especially because I'm also intimidated. I'll just double switch. That Helping Hand was kind of synced with the The background music. Better sing than the people clapping on the techno dance floor, I can tell you that much. Body slam, sludge bomb. We're trapped. I've never seen this guy's quick claw activate, by the way. Oh my god. All right, standard Mars opening. I really love my new Mars strat, man. It's so good. Just don't switch. Just let Sandslash and Macargo do their thing, man. It's so chill. It's been my new favorite opening for Mars. I think this box isn't very good at dealing with Mars, but it's kind of the best I got. Standard opening to preserve as many chestos as possible. Sand attack the hippo. And then just fire spin the Skarmory. And if it wants to rocks, just let it rocks. Yeah, ever since I stopped doing the Dalcatty opening, it hasn't tailwinded like a single time, but that's okay. XP managed to level up Sandslash off of that Skarmory kill so that we can get Drill Run for this fight. Hits its first yawn, -1 chesto, that's fine. Just Sand Attack and Will-O-Wisp the Hippo. Gabite is protecting anyway. Hippo might protect as well. Okay, in that case we're going to Will-O-Wisp the Gabite first to give Hippopotas a few more turns to live so it can stay up for longer, because once this Hippopotas falls, you better have killed everything else except for like one other Pokemon. We tank that shit. Nice. Just take some time. It's another yawn, -2 chestos. We're on par now. Losing any more is bad. Sand attack twice into protect. This is my last sand attack PP. Gabite double protects as always. Nice. It is -3 accuracy now. That was my last sand attack. Nice. Recover value achieved. We don't miss. Nice. Keeping these in for as long as possible also just preserves a lot of chestos, right? Okay, it's probably Fake Out from Perugly. We're either gonna Drill Run into it or Will-O-Wisp into it. Probably the preferable target there. My Perugly answers are pretty bad. Nice, we hit the Willow. And he misses a yawn. Okay, the question is, do we stay in? It's a lot of XP into Chestnut, but it's kind of fine. I was thinking about baiting, right? Macargo will bait Gligar. Sandslash will bait Solrock. Gligar before Solrock is usually good, but I can't actually bait it in with anything except for like... yeah, nothing actually baits it. We don't actually care if Solrock gets a Blight Screen, so we could leave in Sandslash, switch out Chestnut. I think I like that. Still hurts a lot. But the Rough Skin chip is huge. That's not quite dead, I think. It hits the yawn. -3 chesto. Let's go to Azumarill. A yawn miss from Hippo would be greatly appreciated at this point. It is -3 accuracy on a 70 accuracy move. I don't know what the hit rate is on that, but we have a Seeking that's faster than Solrock, which is really nice. Let's Brick Break and dive. If this kills, it's fine. Barely doesn't. Light Screen up, and Light Screen will be down. Okay, this position is really good. We can dive slam into Gligar. Very, very safe. -4 chesto. It's kind of disastrous. Azu XP is really bad, and Azu is kind of important for 205. Yeah, Dunsparce can maybe do a lot of the things that Azumarill normally does on 205. The thing that Azu is really good for on 205 is like brick breaking random. Very, very, very bad Mars fight in terms of chesto berries. We just got unlucky. try to avoid using Azu entirely on 205 right now, so I can get more value out of it in Forest. Might actually need it on Terra Luna as well. It's probably not very good on Terra Luna. Like, I think every time I've led Azu on that fight, it's been kind of disastrous. I guess it probably depends on your Azu's attack. What is your attack stat? 1. Okay, yeah. Maybe we don't have to worry about that. We can just overlevel it on Hail Fight or something like that. Okay, let's manip for Nido. 17 manip is higher chance, so it's always 50% to get one of the 2 Nidos. The difference is that the lower level one has a higher chance of it being Nidoran female, which is said to be the better one, but adds Ekans to the pool of encounterable Pokemon on the other side of the 50-50. I have Staravia actually. That makes the 18 one better. This box really doesn't want Ekans. I'm going level 18. The way this works is Repel. Repel makes it impossible for you to encounter Pokemon that are below the level of your leading Pokemon. So we eliminate a certain portion of the encounter table. If I wanted the level 17 manip, incidentally here, it wouldn't actually matter. I wouldn't have to Repel at all because I already have the Starly and the Bidoof dupe, but I want to eliminate the Ekans here. So cruel. That's probably Nomu. But if we want to Nomu it, I can't even use it in like Forest and shit. Oh, also you can't trade this for Nomu, right? Yeah. F me. The only poison move this gets is Poison Sting until level 42. So until after Fantina. What the f do I do on Rotom now? I guess I have to use Shift Tree. Sevies are pretty f***ing terrible. Okay, so I guess we can just level this guy really high and just use it on a bunch of stuff. I'm actually just going to use this on the C-Dot and risk the Quick Claw Self-Destruct. We can do a full poison type team, I think. No, we're missing one. We have 5. A team almost as toxic as my League of Legends mates. Clap. Alright, good luck, Snake. W Snake! Woo! Quick Claw boom me. Do it. Unlucky. Okay, what the f am I doing on the Demon Hiker? I don't have a Psychic type. I f***ing hate this fight so much. Favorite D&D class? The one that fits the character you built. Listen, combat's my least favorite part of D&D, okay? That's not true. My least favorite part of D&D is inventory management. Combat can be pretty hype, but I don't really care what kind of character I'm playing in combat. DM gives us a bag of holding every campaign. That's a good idea. If you don't care about combat in D&D, you should really not be playing D&D. Just play any other system. Yeah, but my group wants to play D&D. It's not because I think the combat is bad in D&D, to be clear. I think it's perfectly fine. I think especially with like the house rules that Koibu makes and stuff like that, it's awesome. It's not what I play it for, is what I'm saying. Just don't explode. Just assume they do not boom. Nice. We got it. Okay, we got crit. It's really not good. It's not what you want to see. I have to stay in on Spearow now. It might eat my Oran Berry, which is a little unfortunate. I just can't play into Boosted Pursuit here. I mean, Pluck is his highest damage move, but he's way more likely to Pursuit. It's just kind of a head calc question, right? I think I just stay in. This is where you get punished for not having Rock Throw. Yeah, -1 Oran Berry, unfortunately, but... Okay, I was definitely not dead to Sniper Crit. Staying in was the play. Oran falls off anyway. Well, yeah, after this section, we're out. That's what's important. I will say that we're out of the blender when we're past Gardenia with a decent box. Or not, sorry, not a decent box. I'm sorry. When Nuzlockers say that, they say they want like every power encounter on every route. What I mean is when I'm past Gardenia with a relatively healthy box, not with like 10 deaths or whatever. Like sub 8 deaths past Gardenia, I think I would consider out of the blender. Honestly, sub 10 deaths past Gardenia, I would consider out of the blender. I got confused. I got put to sleep. It's a disaster, y'all. Dude, this Butterfree's f***ing me. Alright, else is faster. Holy damage. Please tell me this kills. Not even close. But he went for the Confuse Ray. We're fine. Running out of Pokemon to use here. I think it has to be Mag Beam. Okay. Okay, we split that XP across like everyone. Okay. Completely fine. Butterfree's f***ing me! Okay, Nidorina Trainer. Kill. Nice. Okay, now somebody needs to just tank a little bit of sleep from this guy and maybe do a little bit of chip damage. Without killing. I guess we're switching into Bubble Beam, huh? Speed Drop could also be really annoying. I could try to bait Ice Shard and then Encore with Fearow. I think if something goes wrong on the Natu, I think I'm just going Chestnut at this point. Okay, so this should be Ice Shard. And we can Encore. And now we can get this guy in. Beautiful. Actually, taking a Bubble Beam is probably less damage there, but it doesn't risk the speed drop, so I think this is correct. Okay, good luck, Jelly Pop. Not even close. Oh, we got the flinch, baby! What's the chance with Serene Grace? 30%? It's 60%. Dude, Paraflinch with this guy is actually kind of crazy, no? We're thinking about Glaring. He can't get fully para'd because he's Magic Guard. I think we just want the damage. Okay, don't hit yourself. Unlucky. Do I stay in? I think I have to. I could get really unlucky here. Okay. Nice. You're the goat, Jelly Pop. Kill this. Close. Alright, quick little Magby sweep for the boys. Bang. I think my new tech on this fight is just Sandslash lead. Sandslash XP isn't great, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That, like, for sure prevents the Gulp and Explosion because you can just chain kill it. You could probably switch once on the Cubone if you want to siphon off a little bit of XP. Let's do that. Switch once here, just trying to manage XP. Boom. Bang. And just use Chestnut for Munchlax. And it's GG. Ekans Trainer. They're called Dunsparce Opfer-Pokémon. That's richtig cool. Okay, let's see if Tinted Lens Dustox is him. Not quite. If this is a glare, we're in trouble.
Question mark.
I think I should have just gone Cherry Berry, maybe. Dunsparce unfortunately speed ties this guy. I think it's Wheezing and try to steer out from there. Let's go here. Glare. That's fine. Don't burn me. Nice. Right, this has Cross Chop. And it's high crit AI. Good luck, Jelly Pop. Just flinch him. It's 60%. Insane work. Oh boy. What a f***ing Pokemon, huh? Holy shit. Dunsparce's pretty high level now. We've developed a standard line for this next fight. Okay, just fake this out. Hyper voice it. Hyper voice the Doduo. Switch to something that can take a jump kick. Easy. And with that, we're officially in Forest. Yeah, I'm developing more and more safe lines for 205. First thing to check, what is our dupe situation in Eterna Forest? Basically, the only circumstances, this is just kind of my rule of thumb for Eterna Forest. If I have any dupe at all, which I do with Nuzleaf, I wait until Cheryl leaves. Honestly, I'm at the point where, like, Honey Treeing is starting to look pretty attractive here now. B would be another poison type. Brawn would be great. Mothim would honestly not be bad. The only miss is Butterfree, but that's a great Nomu trade. I do need a Melodic answer, so shooting for Roselia is not a bad play either. Yeah, we can also get Shroomish. We can also get Paras. And even if we get Baneri, I wonder if Lopunny is that much worse of an answer to Rodom than Shiftry is. I have Seeking Dupe, so if I need a Desperation Milo answer, I could fish for Ludi, and I can get Eterna City encounter, right? I think I'll wait. Did you decide to pre-sleep? I don't know. I was in Eterna Forest one day, and I was just like looking at like a Mercury fight, and I was like, man, this would be so much easier with pre-sleep. And I just ripped it. Quick Claw proc. TikTok shop. Yep, that's one attack IV, baby. And Cheryl did the wrong targeting. W. If this is Sing from Jigglypuff, it's so fucking bad. Yep. Oh my god, Boba, you're the goat. Two Quick Claw procs in a row, and he dodges Sing. And Cheryl doesn't switch. Alright, hope you don't boom. Wait, is it better to just stay in and Super Slamma here? It is, right? Assuming this is dead to Super Slamma, which it's not, I think. Yeah, we switch. Just assume they do not boom. Pre-sleep W. I've never had boba. What do the little balls taste like? They taste a little bit like you're like on a date with someone who like it's going kind of well, but it feels like you're not really connecting on like a fundamental level. Like the conversation just isn't flowing like naturally at all. And like you kind of have to step in and kind of keep the conversation rolling again, and then you kind of just decide to like go to a boba shop because if you feel like you have to like have an activity to do, because just like walking around isn't kind of doing it for either of you. Kind of tastes like that. Type. If this is, oh man, if this is Lairon, which I think it is, it's so bad. Yo, Leafeon the goat though. I think we can just keep switching now. Leafeon's gonna do the job for us. We could mudshot this Lairon for like crazy damage, but I don't think it's gonna kill. Well, Leafeon's also gonna Razor Leaf, I think, right? Is there any other move it could even go for? Like, I've never seen this not... I think it's Razor Leaf and Bite. Those are the only moves I've ever seen this use. I'm gonna stay in. Oh my god. Cheryl! She got 4x AI'd into the fucking Mud Slap and then missed. Never mind. Cinnamon's the goat. Holy shit. Huge Bibarel value, honestly. We can use this guy on like Hail Double as well. I feel like it's quite good there. Yeah, Boba kind of locked the fuck in with that Sing miss, man. Like, or the Sing dodge. That the whole fight would have snowballed crazy out of control had I gotten put to sleep there. Can we stop talking about Boba and focus on the game? The thing is, with most Boba shops for me personally, is like, I'm just a huge fucking slut for like matcha strawberry things, and all of them kind of have it now. So I'm generally excited to go to a boba shop, even if it is on a mid date. The tapioca balls, I can take them or leave them. I just like in like a green iced tea with like 10% sweetness or something like that. Maybe have some lime in there. I don't really care that much for the texture that the tapioca provides personally, but like I know a lot of people with it, and like I get it too, like just having like a silly drink that also gives you like some textural contrast, that's fun. It's just fun. But the thing is, like, getting boba is a female coded activity, so the default position on the internet is on it, but none of you are ready for that conversation. Aren't tapioca balls toxic or something? Why are you like scrambling to find something, to find a reason why it's bad? Just get a silly drink, man. If you live in a first world country, you should have like a food controlling administration to deal with this kind of shit, man. Focus band goes on Arbok. Arbok, this focus band is only given to the most valuable members of the team. You only obviously give focus bands to Pokemon that you really, really don't want to lose. Do you think pre-sleep kind of feels for the Pokemon like a constant state of like sleep paralysis? Or maybe it's like sleep apnea, yeah. You realize I was slower than this fucking Drifloon apparently? What the fuck? Wait, how did that happen? Oh, White Herb Unburden. Oh, right, because I have Intimidate. Ah. It's all coming together now. Oh, I'm spamming Will-O-Wisp instead of Fire Spin. Whoops. That explains a lot. I was like, how is it getting burned? Who's killing this Bronzor? Kind of nobody has... I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. Nidoqueen is going to kill it for all I care. I just want to make sure that my Rhyhorn counter is already out. There we go. Beautiful. Yo, we got Dive on this guy now? Hold on. Cinnamon's about to go in, bro. By the way, Bronzor has Bronzong stats in this game. I don't know if you guys knew this. And Bronzong has, I believe, also Bronzong stats. But it also gets the Drizzle ability, which the player obviously doesn't get access to in this game. So giving Bronzor Bronzong stats is a way of giving the player access to Bronzong without giving it Drizzle, while the opponent can still have Drizzle on their Bronzong.
The next day.
Quick, I guess, overview of the run. This is one of those runs, it's if you do a lot of Nuzlocking, you kind of know. Some runs just feel, it's not even about the box or about the amount of deaths or whatever. They just feel good. It's not, like, I lost 2 on Rourke. I even made a mistake on Rourke, but I feel like I played well enough throughout most of the fights where, like, I don't mind as much having, like, kind of mid encounters. Some runs just feel different. This just feels like one that has potential. I don't know why. Like, if you've just done a lot of runs, there's just runs that give that energy of, like, a run that's going to PB, you know? And I'm not even saying that that run has that energy yet, because something could still absolutely go wrong on Gardenia or Eterna Forest. Our Gardenia is not looking very good, but this run definitely has a lot of positive energy. It's just when I think of this run, I get excited. I feel like I've been kind of pretty good at solving this puck fight, so let's take it again. So now the question is there something we can switch into Metang that will not die to burn, self-destruct, crit, and that beats Pseudo-Wudo? Because the thing is, because I don't think anything can handle the Baltoy threatening to explode, right? That's kind of the issue. That's why we want to bring out the Baltoy last. In these fights that have a bunch of Boom Mons, the way you kind of want to approach it is you want to check which Pokemon can my box not handle, or which Pokemon is my box the worst at handling if it can explode. And you want to route the fight in a way where that Pokemon gets hit out last, right? So in that case, that's Baltoy, because Chestnut can be in on both Metang and Pseudo-Wudo and just kind of Will-O-Wisp them recover and just kind of wait for them to die. I do think that Sandslash can maybe just come in after the burn and take it out, but and then beat Pseudo-Wudo. I think that's usually how I play this fight, and it's usually fine. And then we want to go back to Mag and burn the Pseudo. And probably just stay in until it dies. Just pump the XP into Chestnut. I think my Chestnut XP management has been very strong. What one do you think is the best encounter early game? Well, it depends on what you mean. I do think it is Wormadam for, like, specifically Rourke Split. I think if you include Fantina Split, I already don't have enough experience to confidently say. For me personally, it's Shuckle, because you just, especially if you play blind, or if you play Calculus / blind, you just can gain so much control with a defensive Pokemon that can encore stuff. The value in Wormadam is, like, yeah, it does solve a lot of things that are otherwise very hard to solve. The roll compression on Rourke allows you to be so flexible with your encounter routing, which is really important for people that kind of get deeper runs than me, because they want to delay a bunch of early games and a bunch of encounters and stuff and a bunch of evolutions, which you can't really afford if you don't have the Wormadam early, you know? I would say that Shuckle solves a similar amount of problematic fights to Wormadam, if not more, but obviously is, like, way worse for encounter routing, right? Because you usually have to invest a lot of encounters into it to get it off the Rock Smash table. Like, Wormadam is kind of macro positive and Shuckle is kind of macro negative, unless you like specifically route early game honey trees to get like force Wormadam, which I think is just a mistake, because if you don't get it on Rourke Split, then you just don't get the same amount of value out of it. Here's, I think, what everybody just needs to realize, and I think a lot of people who are like starting to get into the community and starting to be active in the community too, like still don't understand. Like, this is a weird gaming space that we're in, right? So much of Nuzlocke is like culture. It's a self-imposed rule set and has always started as such. And I don't think the community will ever want or fully incorporate a game that incorporates the rule set entirely into itself. People like the flexibility and the kind of weirdness and ruggedness, at least me, of the self-imposedness. And part of that is always going to be stuff like, how much are you willing to reset in the early game for encounters, right? So much of playing in Nuzlocke is about deciding for yourself what the most fun rule set is going to be. And no amount of changes to a ROM will ever get rid of that part, in my opinion. Like, even in Run and Bun, which is a very well-balanced game that has a lot of stuff already incorporated, there's still so many people that play that game in vastly different styles. And there will always be like new self-imposed rules that pop up. I think to a lot of people that is, especially if you're new to the community, or if you've been in the community and haven't really reflected on this, that is a bug. That is like something that's wrong with this style of gaming. If you think about it, and if you've been in the community for a while, you realize it's a feature, and it's really important to the community that everybody has their own individualized rule set and their own individualized run. And it does lead to like issues, right? In terms of like accessibility in the community and the genre. Is like, where do you even start if you want to do your first Nuzlocke? There's no answer to this. Pretty much every other game is just like, hey, just load up this game and play, except for League of Legends. There is so much emphasis on that individuality, and that's why my answer for best first Nuzlocke game is always going to be your favorite game or the one that looks the most interesting to you. So yeah, let's focus on this fight.
Crush it, goat.
Nice. Don't have to worry about Custap Berry explosions. I think I would have just gone to Arbok if that had survived, because I have Chillin' Berry. We're going to burn this with Chestnut, and then kill it with Sand Slash, because we want to bait Sudowoodo before we bait Baltoy, so that Baltoy is last and can't explode. Okay. Nice. Dead to crit into Miss Will-O-Wisp into crit there. Oh wait, yeah, this is Lumberry. I'm still technically did a high roll crit here, I think. So like, this is not safe. We're still not out. We have to get pretty unlucky, I think, to not win this matchup. Remember, Chestnut always has the same stats at this point. I think for this guy to actually 2-hit KO you with crits is just like unlikely in terms of rolls. And now we're just chilling. He did used to be Naive Nature and is now Quiet Nature. That's true. There is story potential there. All right, Chestnut. I got even more for you to do on this fight, man. But this is a lot more chill. I'm actually faster too, so. Don't think I'm dead to crit, but you know what? Now that I think about it, I might be. This thing does a lot of damage, man. Never mind. I'm the GOAT. Okay. W strats despite not being locked in. We're chilling. I think I have a pretty good Fearow lead on this next fight. It is plus speed Beedrill, but Fearow is just so fast. My Fearow XP is pretty good. It's going to get a lot from Beedrill. And I do kind of want to stop using it at 27. But I don't know if I'm even bringing it to Terra Luna, to be honest. So let's make sure we remember to pre-sleep and equip some items. Not a lot to think about. Most likely to be sacked is probably Seeking. I mean, Dunsparce is only backup, right? In that case, I think I would actually like to bring a Pokemon that I'm willing to sacrifice. If your line allows for it in a fight and you just are bringing backup Pokemon, sometimes it's good to look at your team one last time and be like, if I was in a really bad situation and I had to sack with this team, who would I sack? And if there's no Pokemon that you're like okay with sacking, it's maybe time to swap someone out. This is why I like the focus band being in this game, because it's just a reminder of that, you know? Because you generally want to put it on the Pokemon that you're most likely to sack. So in that case, I just kind of saw... I was bringing Dunsparce for backup in case something went wrong, so it was expendable, so I swapped it for Arbok, which I'm willing to sacrifice way more. Having too many poison types is actually so ass, because you can't trade anything for Nomu, yeah. Alright, quick little Fearow kill. Fearow XP is actually so fine right now for this box, so I'm willing to take a high XP kill here. Yeah, you see there, I made sure to kill the previous Pokemon with a male Pokemon, making it really likely for this Pupitar to attract, and then making sure that my counter, this Pupitar, is female, to switch into the attract, giving me a free switch in. If the previous Pokemon was female, right, and then Seeking was also female, I wouldn't be able to get that free switch, and it would be really threatening because of Dragon Dance, and I wouldn't be able to pivot to get an attract either because he would get the Dragon Dance off no matter what. So that's kind of what I'm saying about the really clever design of this fight. Especially because it's designed around attract, and it's Galactic Venus. It's all pretty clever. Anyway, Caesar's really good at taking this out. You just dive, he Dragon Dances up, and you just Aqua Jet him. Okay, so this should be very likely to be a Sleep Powder. So I had a bunch of poison types that counter this Carnivine, and I made sure to bring the one that's male, because I know that I'm baiting Shelgon after this, which is another Dragon Dance plus Attract user, and we want to solve that puzzle in the same way, so we want to make sure to kill this Carnivine with a male Pokemon. Alright, it baits Stunky. I'm dumb as fuck. Obviously it baits Stunky, but my point still stands. This is really awkward. So the only real answer is Chestnut, unfortunately. I could burn it with Chestnut and then just go to Sandslash to kill it. I think that's probably the safest line. Sandslash is our Shelgon counter anyway, so we actually just have it in position. We still kind of gotta hope that this isn't Boom, but just assume they do not Boom, right? A bit of chippage. Doesn't mean we take aftermath damage. I think it's probably fine. I leveled Sandslash to 28 here because I kind of assume that this is Sandslash's last fight on this split. 46, I'm actually faster. I'm not faster after D-Dance. Well, good luck. Okay, we are in trouble. We're definitely dead to crit. We are in fact slower. None of my priority moves kill this. I could go to Arbok for the attack drop. It's worth noting that Dragon Dance only has 1 PP, so he can't Dragon Dance again. I think Arbok is a decent play. Yeah, it's faster. I think Arbok Crunch probably kills this. Yo, Sandslash Arbok combo, we're like that, like a Rocket Grunt or something, man. Okay, free. Assuming this kills. Nice. Hail fight time. I'm still a fan of Macargo opening on that fight, I think. Got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Goat format recently, though. Dude, for my birthday, when I had my friends over, me and my friend I had like a 2-hour best of 3 Goat Control versus Chaos Turbo match, and it was so intense that like my other friends started gathering around us and like all got really invested. It was super sick. I lost, by the way. All right, Cheryl, you and me. Okay, I like leading with Chestnut on this fight because you can just take out the Snover and bait out the Wormadam, which gives a favorable matchup to your water types that you kind of want to use on this fight, because your water types are really good at dealing with the Clefairy side of the match, because the Snorunt and the Swinub in the back tend to lose to your bulky waters at this point. So removing the Snover and not bringing out the Kadabra is really good. Chestnut does exactly that. It kills the Snover, Fire Spin kills the Focus Sash, and it always baits Wormadam because Chansey also always baits Wormadam. And we get a Quick Claw proc. Not that it matters, like, at all. Chestnut getting put to sleep here is fine. We don't need it for the rest of the match, I don't think.
And there's that Wormadam. The Wormadam's not ideal, right? It still does a lot of damage and stuff, but one of the nice things about the Wormadam too is like the most threatening Pokemon on this team is the Kadabra in the back behind this Wormadam, standing there threateningly, waiting to take us all out. One of the nice things about having this Wormadam out is it has Leech Life, as it's like highest damage move on most things, so it like stays healthy, so Cheryl never like sees lethal on it. So Cheryl doesn't like mess up our line, so we can clean up the Clefairy side before Kadabra ever comes out. That's kind of my general strategy for this fight. It's like Chestnut lead, then find a way to kill the Clefairy, have some bulky water types to deal with Snorunt and Swinub somehow, and then you kind of need something that takes a Wormadam, but your water types can sometimes do it, and then you need something that takes a Kadabra, and then you win. That's kind of my general approach to this fight. We are huge power Azumarill. We are unfortunately one attack Ivy, which matters a lot on a huge power Pokemon because huge power doubles your attack, but it doubles it after the IV stat gets added. So essentially your IV counts double. See if this kills. Nice, clean. And like the Wormadam isn't nothing, right? It still does a lot of damage into you. It's not like you just have a 1v1 with the other side, but Cheryl usually also does something, and then also absorbs like moves for you from the Wormadam and stuff like that. So it kind of evens out to be almost that. The question here is, do we attack Swinub? Obviously, if it's double targeting here, it's bad. We have Oranberry, but I think double targeting into a healthier Pokemon here is kind of the same position, right? Because we never got an attack off. Cheryl's going to not do anything for us this turn. It's possible Wormadam sees a kill into Chansey, actually, so maybe Azumarill is fine. The only thing is, if Swinub decides to attack into Azumarill, it will probably trap us with Sand Tomb, which can get ugly. The Swinub is Snow Cloak, so it can dodge in the hail, and it's got a Focus Band, so it can like randomly survive. I think it might also see kill into Chansey though. So I think we have a good shot at just kind of clicking Brick here, to be honest. Yeah, there's the Ice Ball into Chansey. We kind of don't want to see this kill, but it probably will. Okay, perfect. Oh my god. Wait, Cheryl, you're kind of cooking. We hit through Snow Cloak. And we didn't hit Focus Band. Perfect. We have a huge advantage right now. We have so much power left in the back. Yeah, Ice Ball is 120-70 accuracy. So it's just Ice type close combat with no downside. Got it. And this is so beautiful because Chansey, I think, is still baiting kill from Wormadam here. And maybe even from Snorunt. So we can actually continue to stay in. The only thing that's kind of worth thinking about now is XP management on Azumarill, because Azumarill can be pretty good on Terra Luna. Although the last couple times I used it wasn't very good. It could also be just good for the Fisherman to absorb some XP there. I don't really have a grass type worth using, so it's worth thinking about. Taking a switch now. Let's just go to Bibarel. It also preserves our Oranberry, actually, which is like a little optimization. Melodic in. That's perfect. That's kind of what I want to help me kill the Wormadam later. And we're just going to Hyper Fang the Snorunt. Not very useful there, but it's fine. If it does, if we do miss here and it survives, it's useful. Nice. Okay, it doesn't even kill. Gives it another chance for Focus Band. Remember, it's Focus Band, not Focus Sash. Focus Sash is you always survive when it KO damage, you always survive lethal from full. Focus Band is whenever you take lethal damage, you have a 10% chance to survive on 1 HP. No matter what HP you're at. So Melodic was faster here. I kind of want to quick attack so that Wormadam takes full single target, I think. No Focus Band. Okay, that's fine. Yes, Focus Sash is consumed, Focus Band isn't. Focus Band can theoretically proc every single turn. Okay, and now we just need to... My only kind of reasonable answer to this Wormadam is unfortunately Delcatty with Fake Out, so we kind of have to time when Delcatty comes in, so we have Fake Out online. We have to like switch Delcatty in when Cheryl kills this, which is really hard to time. Let's just switch and chill. Is this Lumberry? No, it's Bright Powder. Okay, so now there's a timer on this one. This definitely will die. It's kind of hard to time with Leech Life, I guess even with Burn it's kind of hard, but it's kind of hard to time when this actually goes down because of the Snow Cloak Bright Powder combination. However, I think Mischievous has Magical Leaf, right? So we probably can actually do this here. I don't think it's going to die this turn. I think it might die next turn. Let's just go to Dunsparce. The downside here is if I mess this up, I'm taking a bunch of chip damage on everyone. I don't know why I thought it would go for Magical Leaf. Oh, is this like exactly dead now? This is kind of not ideal, but we have full HP Dunsparce out. I think I can just leave that in on Kadabra if Wormadam happens to be dead here. I think it's close, right? Snow Cloaks and no hail damage. Okay, this is fine. Dunsparce is buffed. And I think Kadabra just sees lethal into Mischievous actually, right? So I think this is just checkmate. Look at the grass imbued secret power there. Ooh, we actually get the sleep effect. We didn't kill. I think that might be my first time ever inflicting secret power sleep on someone. I don't remember a single time ever doing that. Yeah, in the grass, because Dunsparce is Serene Grace, secret power is 60% to put the enemy to sleep. That's actually kind of insane. Wait, we're in the grass on the Gardenia fight. Hold on. Wait, Dunsparce as a Torterra answer? It's Lumberry. You just secret power it twice, bro. But there's also like just like value in removing the Lumberry then and stuff. I think there's tech here. You could even maybe use it for like Miltank or something. Okay. We have Insomnia Ariados for Terra Luna this time, which is really nice. So that's like a pretty easy answer to who we're gonna lead with. I think it's pretty straightforward. We have a really powerful, maybe the best lead in the game with Insomnia Ariados. Just remember Scyther Pursuit, and I think you're chilling. All right. Goal here is usually to try to keep this Drowsy alive, but it's usually hard because Chansey does a lot of damage into it and has a lucky punch for a high crit rate. We're Insomnia Ariados, but AI doesn't actually know that. It guesses every turn which ability we are, so it can still use sleep moves into Ariados, giving us free turns. There we go. So now, after Leech Lifing this once, the question is, how do you play around Destiny Bond? Which I do think is a higher chance to be clicked. It's on half HP. It's 1 in 3 to switch AI into Scyther, because he moved first last turn, and he has a Mon with a resistance to the move that I used that has a super effective move on the Pokemon that used it. The issue is, I really can't play into Destiny Bond. I kind of need... I think it's fine if nobody switches. Like, Terra and Luna can't make a lot of progress here either. The worst case is like a Dragon Rage into Ariados. Okay. This is really good. This coming out early is quite nice. We don't have to worry about Pursuit, I don't think. I think it just sees kill with Aerial Ace here. No switch from Cheryl. We can go to Chestnut. We don't have Chestoberry. And Drowsy can Hypnosis this slot, I think. It's not great, but... Chestnut can sit on this position for a while. It is U-turn. That's not great. Scyther can come back now. Okay. Oh, Reflect being up with Meditite out is so bad. And I don't think Meditite sees kill. But Mischievous is going to do a lot of damage into Meditite. I think we just literally have to catch this high jump kick. I think it's an Arbok turn. And preserve the Chestoberry on Swalot. This might just be a kill into Meditite. Cheryl, you're the GOAT. This is Haunter, I think, right? In both cases. And Haunter will see kill into Mischievous. Ooh, I think I can just crunch the Haunter here. This is really good. Drowsy is not doing the Salt Bay pose. This position is really good. Reflect is up, so Haunter isn't going to die, but we can get into kill range of other things like Leafeon. Haunter is always going for the kill on Mischievous, so we don't have to worry about Arbok getting hypnotized, and Drowsy is slower than Arbok, so we always get this crunch off. This is just a really good position. We make a lot of progress here. Omni Boost on Haunter would be bad. Nice. Oh my god, Arbok. She wants to be appreciated so bad. And the Drowsy didn't hypnotize. Holy f***. Scyther back out. We're full HP. Don't have to worry about pursuit, I don't think. We could stay in. I think Scyther saw a kill into Chansey with U-turn last time. Because I'm pretty sure it saw a kill into Ariados and it went for the Chansey attack. What's the most tempo we can generate here? I kind of think switching to Chestnut here is bad, right? 1, we're risking pursuit on Arbok. 2, Drowsy can hypnotize into Arbok slot and we don't have Chesto Berry. I think let's just do damage. Okay, this might get us into pursuit range, unfortunately. Yeah, not even close, actually. Okay, chill. That's not good. Oh, that's really good, actually. Never mind. Oh my god. I don't think Scyther can pursuit me this turn. I think it's never crunched the Scyther slot. I think it's either Glare to cover U-turn or Glare the Drowsy. Let's Glare Drowsy. Okay, Brick broke. Let's hope Chansey actually sees this kill. Looking good. Nice. Okay. And now, okay, Arbok's overleveled, but we can use it for the rest of the fight. Hypnosis Miss is insane for us. And now Smeargle sees kill into Chansey and should Dragon Rage. It did just Trace Intimidate, which I didn't think about. I think it's always Glare Smeargle. Oh my god, dude, Arbok. Hakwidnas is cooking right now. I think it's another stay in angle and just crunch. Defense drop too. This Arbok is going insane, man. Okay. Alright. Bit of a break now. Holy sh... Dude, Arbok has generated so many turns. I think it's Ariados. If it's Dragon Rage in my slot, that's ideal. Destiny Bond is a little awkward. Okay, that's perfect, actually. Okay. And now Reflect drops exactly. We kill the Smeargle. Hopefully Drowsy doesn't set up another Reflect. Beautiful. And now we take this kill as well. Dude, Arbok value was absolutely f***ing insane. Easy. Cheryl, you've redeemed yourself from your last performance on this fight. That was incredible. Deathless Forest. Deathless Gardenia split. So far. I think we're on par with best pace ever, right? We get our encounter now. We can think about it. I think I'm going to delay this until I'm in Interna City, because there is still a possibility of me going for the Honey Tree. Let's think about this for a second. So, what do we actually need, right? Taking the Eterna Forest encounter, because after consideration, I realized that the thing that this box is missing the most is a melodic answer. We want to see Roselia, Paras, or Shroomish. Let's go! I've been so excited to use this. This thing is bonkers. It gets and maintains the Dry Skin ability. And you get Spore at level 34. Dry Skin Bug is notably not in this game. No, in Vanilla Gen 4, AI does never see Dry Skin as an ability that exists and will just use water moves into it if it's the highest damage. It's like the best ability in the game. That is patched out in Platinum Kaizo. So like Melodic could only use Hypnosis and then Hidden Power Grass into this, right? Until it sees kill with Icy Wind. So as long as you're guaranteeing no Icy Wind on the switch in, it should win. Because you're slower, so the only way it can Icy Wind is if it sees kill. You do have to like be careful about when to switch it in. Like ideally you want to switch in on a guaranteed Water Pulse, right? So you can heal off the rocks damage. Baguette is clever because of Paris. Okay, let's look at Fisherman. These fights are not to be underestimated. So let's lock in. You are clicking, like, I don't even know, but I think Weezing just is your father. I think we speed tie, right? Okay. Free. And I think Azumarill just f this guy up completely, right? Super Slammer. Okay, one more fight before Eterna. No Swords Dance. We fake out to break the sash. Hyper Voice. And GG. Welcome to Eterna City. That was clean as man. I'm always using my Evo Stone on Parasect. So I think there's no point in getting grass or fishing in Eterna City. I think this is always a rock smashing counter. I need more defensive options besides Chestnut anyway, so I think it's just good. There is not much I want from this list here. Glameow and Meowth are interesting because they provide us with a pseudo Rotom answer that is okay to get that is better to get sacked and doesn't require an Evo Stone. So I'm actually kind of interested in that. Did I bring my Sunstone? Never talk to me or my Sunstone ever again? I did. Okay. So Gloom would be okay. Weepinbell would be a complete miss. Roselia would be, I would say, a complete miss. Nuzleaf would be a dupe, and then Ivysaur would be great. Bayleaf would be great. Lombre I would call a miss. I feel like on average I just improve my Gardenia here. I could Rock Smash on 211, but this box also really desperately needs a Psychic type. So I'm always getting the encounter here. Let's get this one first, maybe. Yeah, I don't think the Rock Smashing is a good idea. I think we should take grass in both. And there's no reason to do any order over any other order. So let's remember to buy Nest Balls, though, and put, like, good Pokemon on this team. Okay. This could be our pseudo Rotom answer now. Okay, give me a good Psychic type. It's like the 7th time I've gotten this Gallade. I'm like still not excited about it. Okay, I've never gotten this as Curlia. I think it gets a better moveset this way. Okay, not exactly what I was looking for, but it's kind of like the lowest end of the stuff that was possible from what I was looking for, which was an alternative Rotom answer and a Psychic type. Oh god damn it, man. Wait, we pause the music to make the transition more believable. We've got a minute left, guys. Another riskless fight. I mean, what can I say, guys? It's just too easy for me. Just hit like 4 things in a row. It's fine. Let's check IVs. This is a minus attack cat. Oh, I can't use this, man. It's max physical defense, by the way. I cannot use this for Rotom. Yeah, this is Nomu, I think. Plus speed Gallade is nice. Yeah, this trade's for Nomu. I don't have to do it right now. I don't need the charcoal for anything. I think this is looking okay, all things considered. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night.